Circuit. Come in, Circuit.
I read you loud and clear, Rodimus.
You haven't reported in for a while. I feared the worst.
Your fears are not without good reason.
What's that supposed to mean? What's your status?
I am being chased by Decepticons at the present moment. Any assistance you can provide would be greatly appreciated.
You messed with the wrong Autobot! About that backup, Rodimus. I got the convos tailing me. You can call off the rescue wagon. Remember how I just said call off the backup?
Yeah, what about it?
I changed my mind. I want the backup. I need the backup. Now, where's your friends? Vehicons never travel on this small road. Uh-oh. Come on, Rodimus. Send help quick.
It's just one Autobot, right? Why aren't we flanking him? If you want someone dead, best kill them yourself. You're a tall one, but you know what they say, the bigger they are, the more satisfying it is when they fall.
Stop! Now, I'm gonna chop you up. It's gonna hurt very badly. I warned you.
I was hoping to have some fun with you, but it turns out you're a little too dangerous for that. So I'm gonna have to cut this short. Any last words? What? Sniper?
You better run.
For the glory of Megatron, I'll be back for your head, Autobot.
You're welcome, Rodimus. I believe you're supposed to say.
Perceptor says you're gonna pull through.
This Decepticon was different, Rodimus. Most Decepticons here capture us and bring us to Shockwave. This one went for the kill.
Perhaps he's not a Shockwave loyalist.
A Starscream loyalist?
Unlikely. The two don't mesh well together. My fear is Megatron.
Megatron is dead. You and Optimus made sure of that. Ever since then, the Decepticons haven't been able to decide between Shockwave and Starscream as their leader.
That's not completely true. Megatron assigned them as governors of his overall empire. Starscream on Earth, Shockwave on Cybertron. The Decepticons are loyal to Megatron. Each of his governors are merely trying to posture themselves as his true successor. But one thing they both agree on is they've been capturing us more often than they kill us.
If you're taking suggestions on what to do next, I'd say contact Optimus. Maybe the dynamic on Earth has changed.
Rodimus Prime to Optimus Prime. It's been some time, but something significant has happened. A matter I'd like to keep just between us for now. Today, one of my bots was attacked by a con. A Decepticon I believe to be loyal not to any of the governors, but to Lord Megatron only. He didn't follow any Shockwave's protocols, and according to Circuit's report stated, and I quote, "For the glory of Megatron." Optimus, I fear Megatron may have survived the beating we gave him. Please be careful and on the lookout for any signs to confirm my theory that the one true Lord of the Decepticons has returned.
I live to serve you, Lord Megatron, and you alone.
Optimus, I fear Megatron may have survived the beating we gave him. Please be careful and on the lookout for any signs to confirm my theory that the one true Lord of the Decepticons has returned.
The Decepticons aren't messing around. They're coming in, and they're coming hard.
The blast door can only take so much. It's bound to break soon.
Do not fear, my Autobots. A plan is in action to reduce their numbers before they break through.
By Primus, I hope it works. If not, we're done for.
I have faith in this plan, and the Autobots who are seeing it through.
For the record, I have zero faith this plan will work.
Keep that to yourself now, will you?
Sorry, Skydive. It's just that we're all gonna die.
Nitro Zeus, why aren't we inside?
These blast doors are thick, but we'll get through them soon.
Not soon, now!
You heard the boss, hurry up!
Why is it when I say hurry up, the labor drops dead?
He was shot, my lord.
Be on the lookout. I suspect Autobot mischief is amidst. We're under attack! Crush them!
How did you miss his head?
There's wind. I need to readjust my aim.
Lord Megatron, unless the Autobots start firing again, we won't be able to trace their position.
Then we're getting in this arc now!
They've broken through the blast doors!
Rodimus, they've broken through the blast door. Their backs will be turned to you. Open fire!
You missed Megatron's head on purpose!
I wanted him to hurry up. Optimus called dibs on him anyways.
What should I do?
Strafe them.
Looks like no one's home. Do you think the bots outside were distractions so Prime could escape?
Unlikely. Prime would not forsake his precious Ark so easily. They're setting a trap.
So, what do we do?
Spring the trap.
I like the idea, Buckethead. I suppose that's why they call me Springer.
Push forward! I will face Optimus Prime today.
Yes, sir. I'll take him out.
Thanks for the assist, Trailbreaker.
We cleared out the rear flank. They're boxed in.
Hold them off! Prime is mine!
Me? We've never met in person before.
The other Prime! The one that actually matters! Kill him, Nitro Zeus!
All by myself?
Shouldn't be too much of a problem now, should it?
Incorrect. If I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me.
Megatron's reached the nerve center.
Vermin! Where are you, Optimus? Too afraid to face me? A failed trap by a failed Prime. How amusing.
Only one of us will walk away from this fight, Megatron.
I couldn't agree more.
Don't you Autobots want to win? Why ain't you giving me a good fight?
It's a good fight you want, eh?
Now he won't have to watch me behead you.
Good idea. Dark. We gotta help Optimus.
Unhand me and fight!
Like this?
No more, Optimus Prime! Grant me mercy!
You who are without mercy, now beg for it.
You were right, Optimus. Only one of us will walk away. and I do not intend to die today.
Not today, Megatron.
I didn't think you had it in you. Brother, you finally slain me.
You left me no choice.
He'll have large shoes to fill if you ever live up to his legacy.
A day you'll never see.
Even in death I will live on. My legacy eternal. My name never forgotten. But one day my followers will see me in command again. I will return.
He's gone.
Where's Megatron?
I don't know. I just came to. What happened?
Megatron has been defeated. No doubt he will succumb to his wounds.
Let him suffer. He deserves it.
What are we gonna do about Shockwave and Starscream? His governors of Cybertron and Earth.
We must divide our forces. A team led by myself will remain on Earth and repel the Decepticons off this planet. Rodimus, you will lead a force of Autobots to re-establish grounds for the Autobots' return to Cybertron.
2 governors, 2 primes, 2 worlds to fight for, and half the resources. What could go wrong?
Shockwave, what are you doing?
Starscream would much rather see you dead. In time, after a long repair cycle, you may return to resume command of your empire.
Shockwave, do not put me in stasis!
If I do not, you will not survive. Forgive me, Master, but there is no alternative option. For now, the logical option is to counter Starscream's posturing for command with my own. Keeping the Decepticons' loyalty in constant flux will create an easy route for Megatron to resume command.
You shouldn't have snuck up on me, Autobot.
I can't wait to see what you're doing with that machine.
You don't even know what this is. You don't know what I'm even doing. You shouldn't just assume I'm doing something evil.
Wow, are you doing something evil?
Well, yeah, so I guess you were right to assume.
Why divert then?
I'm just making conversation with another Cybertronian in the middle of a sandstorm. It's not like there's much else to do.
Keep him talking, Streetwise. Ask about the machine.
That machine there, what is it?
Wouldn't you like to know? I guess I can tell you. You won't live to tell your friends. It's this thing Starscream's been working on called the Weather Dominator. It captures samples of Earth's weather patterns and can manipulate the elements to recreate said weather patterns as Starscream pleases. Take, for instance, a sandstorm in Alaska. If Screamy wants that, he can have it at the flip of a switch.
So, I was definitely in the right to try and sabotage it.
That you were, that you were. A lot of heinous things will come from this machine.
About not telling my friends, though, I kinda don't have to. You did that for me.
I did what? Another Autobot!
You won't be leaving with that machine, Decepticon.
You won't be leaving with your life. Fight me, you coward!
What's your status? Can you fight?
I don't think so. However, I can try and destroy the machine if you keep him occupied.
I can work with that.
I can't see anything in this storm.
Hold still.
I don't think so.
He clearly has no sense of tracking. I'm gonna use this storm to my advantage.
What the? I've got to be more careful around this thing.
Good thing he can't see I've rigged it to blow. Just need something to trigger an explosion.
Show yourself! Have some dignity and fight me face to face. Or die like a coward.
Well, looks like he gave away his position.
That could work as a trigger agent. Hey, Kai! Come get me!
This place is a mess.
You think he survived?
Honestly, I don't know and I don't care. If he did though, I'd hate to be him when Starscream hears about this.
Oh no, the machine! Starscream is gonna kill me.
Then if you want to live, I suggest you come with me as my prisoner.
Oh.
Optimus Prime to Rodimus Prime. After interrogating a Decepticon prisoner, it can be deduced the strain between Starscream and Shockwave is greater than we thought. I fear we may be correct about there being followers of Megatron. This begs the question as to who they take their orders from. A question I would have consolidated the matrix of leadership for answers, if its energy had not already been expelled in the battles against Unicron so long ago. I felt the Autobots needed more than one Prime to look up to. And if Megatron truly has returned, then we will be unable to face him due to our armies being scattered between two worlds.
I hope this message reaches you quickly.
It appears we must accelerate our timetable to expedite our master's return.
Excuse me, this is Science Officer Perceptor, service number 127865. Could Intelligence Officer Blurr please meet me in the Cortex, please?
You access
I did. Apologies for my shock. I often forget your tendencies for fast, reckless motion.
I've got the need for speed, Perceptor.
Yes, well, this task I'm about to assign you will require just that. Speed.
You're gonna let me go fast?
Normally, that is something I would frown upon. Such reckless behavior. But in this one instance, yes, you're going to have to.
What's the job? I'm on it.
But I haven't even told you the mission yet.
A slight oversight. What you got for me?
Approximately 20 stellar cycles ago, we received a strange energy reading coming from an abandoned warehouse district. I'm wondering if this is where all the Autobot prisoners are being held here on Cybertron.
This could be dangerous. Shouldn't Rodimus issue this sort of mission?
Rodimus is already investigating. He hasn't reported back. I want you to locate him and ensure he's alright, and provide backup if necessary.
Wow, that's pretty serious. I'm on it!
Wait, I didn't give you the coordinates yet!
Whoop! My bad. Hit me with him. Where to look? Where to look? If I were Rodimus Prime, where would I be? Maybe that guy would know. I see a farm anywhere around these parts.
I never told you, Autobot.
Not cool.
Fight me already.
Nah.
Skullgrin to Governor Shockwave. There's an Autobot running around, claiming to be looking for a Prime.
A Prime? No Prime can be allowed to discover my lab. My work depends on it.
Wow, what is this place?
Damn it!
Shockwave lab?
The timing of this could not be any worse. He cannot reach Megatron.
I thought you were a scientist. When did you learn to fight?
As the governor for Lord Megatron's CYBERTRON, it became logical to develop a deep understanding of combat techniques in order to repel challenges. Not to say that you are actually a worthy challenge. You are merely in the way.
I don't think I can match him in brawn. I don't think he can match me in speed.
Stop him!
Megatron? He's supposed to be dead!
Autobot!
I have to report this to...
Your failure to act was illogical, and it will cost you dearly.
Sucks to suck, Autobot.
I was referring to you, Barricade. You had the Autobot at gunpoint and failed to act. He should have been dead before I arrived. Fortunately, Megatron was not damaged in any way.
Ah, Rodimus! Excellent! Blurr has retrieved you!
My apologies. My communicator broke. Blurr did what, though?
Aha! The temperature regulator. Now I can get the old Decepticon space bridge operational again.
I know, right? Lucky you. You get to go to Earth, where the war effort is nice and cozy, and where we're actually not doing so bad. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stuck here on Cybertron fighting one losing battle after another.
It's not like that, Circuit. Rodimus gave me this mission. Deliver a message so important we couldn't risk the Decepticons intercepting it.
But you certainly didn't deny it either. You want this because it's a one-way ticket away from Shockwave. He's too smart, too cunning, and vastly outmatches us strategically. Meanwhile, Starscream's best plan is the continued reuse of cartoonesque war machines that tend not to function properly or tend to be easily destroyed. But you're right, it's not about that at all.
Let's just get back to work.
Yeah, let's. We wouldn't want you to miss your arranged travel plans now, would we? Decepticons! How'd they find us?
I don't know, but since they have, it means bad news for us.
I got you now, Circuit! Take him down!
Get out of here, Cog!
What about you?
Don't worry about me. Just go.
Roger that.
The last Autobot I met escaped me. You, however, won't.
Cog!
Indicate they are coming back online.
Perfect timing.
Shockwave.
Our agents in the field were searching through the ruins of Kaon when they detected Autobot tracks. You were captured and brought to one of my many laboratories I have on Cybertron.
Why explain our situation to us?
Because you will not be leaving here alive.
The window of opportunity is approaching.
All three of you will serve a purpose today. Each of you will give your life for the Decepticon cause.
3 of us?
I'll die before I help you.
You're clearly not paying attention. You'll die regardless. Interrupt me again and there will be no more patience protecting you. How long, Soundwave?
4 minutes.
Prepare the transfer.
Long live Lord Megatron.
Megatron? What do you need us for? To restore him?
Affirmative.
Indeed. We discovered the Autobot circuit carries a unique electrical power when he first encountered Barricade.
I was manufactured by humans to combat the Decepticons. I chose to join the Autobots not long after.
Unimpressive. However, this electrical core you possess can transfer just enough joules to jumpstart Megatron's inactive spark. The Autobot Blurr will provide an energon transfusion as Megatron's, while having been preserved, is old and in need of replacement. And then that leaves you.
What noble purpose am I to serve?
As illogical as I find it, Megatron will want a plaything to exact his rage towards. After, of course, you explain why you were searching for a functioning temperature regulator.
I collect things. Simple as that.
Illogical. You are attempting to construct something.
Fear not, Autobot Cog. We will discover this mystery mechanism and what you intend to use it for.
It is time.
Drain them. I must prepare the cortical psychic patch to find the information in Cog's mind. Notify me when our master awakes.
Electrical drain initiating. Energon transfusion initiating.
We've got to break free and save them.
Return to your captive state, or else.
I'd rather not go back.
Your termination is inevitable.
In that case, so is Megatron's.
Unacceptable. You will pay for that.
A temperature regulator of this model will only operate with an older, outdated mechanism. It's illogical. The only thing operational it could be applied to would be the space bridge. With Starscream refusing to send supplies from Earth, the space bridge was abandoned and fell into disrepair. The Autobots must be planning to use the bridge. Soundwave, increase your progress speed. If the Autobots manage to escape, they'll use the space bridge. Soundwave!
Not going easy, I see. Well then.
We gotta get out of here now. Rodimus' message has to reach Optimus.
I don't think I can hold Soundwave back for much longer.
I know a way out of here.
We'll lead the way.
What happened?
The prisoners escaped. Lord Megatron terminated.
They mean to commandeer the space bridge. They cannot be allowed to reach Earth. They must have something of great importance which cannot fall into the Autobots' hands. Or worse, Starscream's. Earth should still be the set coordinates programmed. Blurr and I will make sure you get through safely.
You both have to come with me. If you don't, you'll be used to reanimate Megatron or killed. Neither of which are options.
What about Rodimus and the Autobots here? They need us.
They'll have to make do for now. If this message gets to Optimus Prime, then Rodimus and the Autobot war effort on Cybertron will be just fine.
What?
Blurr, trust me. The best thing we can do for the cause is to get to Optimus.
He's right. It's time to go. We only have a small window to jump through. Don't miss it.
Blurr, we have to go.
Resistance is futile. Autobot.
You made it?
Yeah. We're Circuit.
We were sent to collect whatever came through the space bridge. We're expecting old friends though.
I have to speak with Optimus Prime immediately. I have an urgent message for him.
So run that by me again. Megatron's alive?
Hopefully not anymore. Upon our escape, I damaged his cryo chamber. But they recaptured Circuit. And it's not like there aren't any other Autobots they've captured to use for an energon transfusion.
And the message?
Rodimus says we're down to our last few Autobots on Cybertron. But rather than deploy them to combat zones, he's had us exploring the old ruins of Kaon, scouring for old war tech. We found the schematics for the space bridge. Rodimus has been building one in our base. He sent the schematics with me to bring to you.
If we could construct a space bridge of our own, we can reinforce and provide greater aid for each other. We could turn the tide of the war in our favor at long last.
Unfortunately, according to the schematics, there is a pretty specific list of materials needed, and Starscream is currently hoarding most of them away.
Then we'll steal them from the Decepticons. We must aid Rodimus and our brothers on Cybertron, no matter the cost.
Energy transfer complete. Systems coming back online.
Soundwave. Shockwave. How long has it been?
Approximately 5 years, 1 month and 8 days since you were placed in stasis. However, full recovery has been achieved.
And Starscream? Where is Starscream?
That is the next matter for which we need to discuss, my lord.
Long live the reign of Megatron.
All hail Lord Megatron!
How dare you place me in stasis!
It was done with your best interest in mind, Lord Megatron.
You sought to remove me from the picture and position yourself in command.
Incorrect. Starscream sought to.
Really? Then to explain why you were the one to rush my placement into stasis.
Soundwave had intercepted a communication from Starscream. He had learned of your injuries, and figuring your private god had gotten you out, launched a strike team to intercept you. He had no idea Soundwave and I were the ones to retrieve you from the Ark.
Go on.
You required recovery time or you would have been easily terminated by Starscream. By creating this illusion you were dead, Starscream ceased his search for you. By rivaling Starscream's posture for supremacy, the Decepticons' loyalty has remained in constant fluctuation, which will create an easy path for you to retake your empire.
This plan has a 99.3% chance of success.
The odds of success were too good to ignore. To not act would have been illogical.
And where is Starscream now?
Starscream has remained on Earth for the entirety of your time in stasis.
Starscream's arrogance has caused a rift in the war efforts on Cybertron and Earth. He refuses to send the necessary resources to continue our operations here effectively, and instead wastes them on frivolous doomsday devices that continually fail to function as properly as they would had they been designed by me.
Starscream has guards posted at the space bridge. He will terminate anyone not loyal to him. There is no traffic between the two worlds.
Starscream has caused irreparable damage to the cause for the sake of stroking his ego.
With your return, Master, I ask permission to deal with Starscream personally.
I think we all shall be paying a visit to Earth.
I will make the necessary preparations, Lord Megatron.
Starscream needs reminding of what real power is.
Are you sure you don't want me on the mission? Prime's orders. Keep the team small to better avoid detection. What should we do in the meantime? Be ready. This mission could go south at any moment, so we need backup at the ready just in case. You can count on me. That's the spirit.
Stand aside for Lord Megatron.
He had to be told to stand aside. Then he was not intelligent enough to continue living.
According to my scanners, Starscream's base is this way.
I will rip your insides apart the first chance I... Hey, my bad. It's cool. It's cool.
Take us to where all the precious resources are stored.
Alright, your funeral.
What do you mean?
To find what you're looking for, you've got to go to Starscream's workshop. To get there, you have to cross the main chamber. Those are literally the only two places Starscream ever is. You're gonna get caught.
You let us worry about Starscream.
There has to be another way to his workshop.
There isn't. It'll take a miracle for something to distract his watchful eye if he's in the main chamber.
We may just be in luck.
You are a fool to come here, Governor Shockwave.
I did not come alone, Governor Starscream.
Ah, Soundwave. It has been some time. I thought you'd killed yourself over the loss of poor Megatron. May he rust in whatever dumpster he crawled to.
Starscream, we did not come to banter. We came to repay you for your cooperation and dedication to the cause.
Prepare to be road.
So it is power you seek? Supreme rule of the Decepticons.
I do not want your power. I want your spark!
You've learned how to fight.
And you've remained the same weakling you've always been.
This is rather illogical behavior of you, don't you think?
For you, Starscream, I'm willing to make an exception.
I have always been a superior warrior to you.
Maybe so, but...
But what?
But Shockwave is merely fighting to evaluate if you're any threat to me. So far, I'm not impressed.
No.
Lord Megatron.
Now is our chance, Ironhide. Every Decepticon's attention is otherwise preoccupied.
Megatron?
Oh, don't let me distract you, Starscream. I want my governors to sort out their differences.
Get off me! I yield.
Your surrender is unaccepted. This only ends with your termination.
Cease your aggression, Shockwave. I think I shall handle Starscream henceforth.
Yes, Master.
As for you, you will remain my governor of Earth, this time under Soundwave's constant supervision. And at the slightest hint that you are scheming against me again, you will be publicly executed. I will not tolerate further inefficiency.
Prime, he's retaking control again.
He must be stopped.
I've got just the tool for the job.
The Autobots?
Apologies, Lord Megatron. Their being here was a slight oversight I would have crushed had I not been otherwise occupied.
Your blunder may have cost me my communications officer! And will not go unpunished.
Master? Please, wait!
We'd like to thank you for telling us the location of the Autobot base. But unfortunately, we did lie on one matter.
Contrary to what was promised, you will not be left alive.
That's right, Ion Storm. We can't have any loose ends. Acid Storm.
All too true, Nova Storm. Don't worry. Just like the Autobot Resistance, we'll make your death violent and painful.
Yeah!
At least put up a little fight.
Alright, I want some now. Feel the burn! Get in on this, Acid Storm.
I've got something fun for her. We may want to get out of the rain, boys. That rain is highly acidic.
She's dead.
Sorry, boys. I didn't mean to cut the fun short.
I just relayed our newly discovered coordinates to the Autobots base to Shockwave. We've got orders to direct our attack there.
awesome.
Let's make it rain.
Come in, everyone, for I have had a revelation today.
What diabolical scheme has crossed your mind, Master?
Diabolical? No. I have come to the realization I care not for Earth anymore.
Apologies, Master. Does this mean we are...
The Decepticons' occupation of Earth will cease immediately. Too much time has been lost on this energy drain hole of a planet.
Lord Megatron, we nearly have this planet on the brink of collapse. All we need is one more strong advance on the Autobot base and...
No! I said we're done here!
You are suggesting we direct all Decepticon forces back to Cybertron.
See, Starscream? One of my governors is paying attention. We will advance on the Autobots' position on Cybertron and crush what little pittance there is of it.
What of the Autobots here?
Let them rust here. We will be returning through the space bridge before seeing it destroyed, leaving the Autobots here trapped. Shockwave has utterly pulverized the Autobots without the resources you were supposed to allocate to him. Imagine how the Autobots will fare once he has been properly supplied.
And my governorship of Earth. Will it transfer to Cybertron?
If you wish to remain a governor, Starscream, you may remain here and rust with the Autobots on this forsaken mudhole.
Cybertron is ready for your return to power, my lord.
Have your most trusted warriors begin the attack now. Soften their defenses for our arrival. Today, the Decepticons shall win the war for Cybertron with one final siege.
It's finished, Optimus. All we need to do is activate it, and assuming Rodimus is finished on his end, then we should be able to reach Cybertron.
What do you mean if Rodimus hasn't finished? You mean he ain't done yet?
He and Perceptor were nearly finished when they sent me. So as long as the base wasn't attacked, they should be finished.
Optimus, any word from Cybertron?
Rodimus has been unresponsive for some time. With Megatron's return, we felt it best to limit communications to absolute desperate circumstances.
Wouldn't making a blind jump into space or a controlled one to the desired location qualify as important enough?
I see your point, Hound. I will try to contact him once more. However, I fear we will not be able to wait much longer before we will be too late to provide aid. With Shockwave presumably still on Earth, it is now or never to get to Cybertron without his detection.
I hate this plan, Optimus. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Okay, I'll go first.
That will not be necessary. Unfortunately, since we have no way to communicate with Earth once we're through, there will be no way we can confirm whether we've arrived at our target or not. Therefore, we all have to go at once.
Oh snap. Okay, let's do this then.
Let's hope they're ready for us up there.
Or that it works. Slagging scumbag? Perceptor, I need a status update.
The space bridge is mostly operational. However, we can't get as stable of a connection to the power supply as I would prefer.
Does it work or not?
Mostly. It shuts off far too soon. We need to cease this bombardment if we are to establish a strong connection.
Well, it's just you and me, so that's not possible. Find a workaround before Optimus jumps through his end and winds up lost in space.
Don't let up. Shockwave wants us to soften their defenses before he arrives on the scene personally. On second thought, obliterate them. Then we'll be the ones who destroy the Autobot resistance. We'll be better off in Megatron's eyes if we destroy them. Shockwave just wants to take the credit for himself.
I like that plan.
I never pictured you as a bot of action.
Well, if you die, I certainly will as well.
What was that?
A power fluctuation. A lot of power was just used.
You don't think?
That the Autobots made a blind jump and actually crossed the space bridge here? Highly improbable. I mean, the probability of them surviving is 1 in a mil, and I'll shut up now.
Some of the boys want to go in and wipe him out themselves. I, for one, would like this as well.
We'll all go. We're stronger as a unit.
What was that? Look out!
Constructicons, cease your attack.
We will never take orders from a Prime. The odds are stacked in our favor.
You suck.
Do I really?
Stop shooting me.
Don't get too close to him.
What do? We bring out the big guns.
Boy, he's in for it now.
Constructicons, combine to form Devastator.
This is getting redundant here.
Better than us being caught by surprise.
No argument there. What is going on out there?
Prime's doing what he does best. Pissing off Decepticons.
Still, Runt. Irritating? No! Where are you, Tiny?
Right here, Devastator.
My legs! I can't stand!
Lights out, Decepticon.
Look what we've got here, boys. Optimus Prime. On 3, we gun down a Prime.
Ion Storm.
They've got a sniper.
That's twice I've saved your tailpipe.
Thank you, my friend.
The Decepticons will come back. No doubt in greater force.
Then it's time for reinforcements.
Where are we gonna get that? We can't communicate with Earth right now, and it was just Perceptor and I left here.
There is one location where a large cluster of Autobots are currently being held.
You don't mean...
We must free the Autobots that Shockwave has captured.
That's impossible. Kaon Prison is impenetrable.
Together, you and I will accomplish the impossible.
You and I?
Kaon Prison is just up ahead.
You do realize we're probably going to die, right? Shockwave has kept this place so locked down, not even Decepticons can leave.
The Matrix of Leadership has guided me through greater perils than this.
But the Matrix is gone, remember? You spent its energy in the fight against Unicron. Everything we do on our own.
It's gotten us this far, right?
That was a joke, right? That was a joke. Cons, 4 o'clock.
I see them.
Nicely done. What's your plan for getting in? We don't want to trip the alarm. Okay, so we're setting off the alarm and just going for it. Love it. Love the team spirit.
Stick together. If we separate, we die.
Copy that.
Both Primes, here?
them apart. They won't survive divided.
Do not let them succeed!
Get behind me!
Most impressive.
I had a good teacher. He didn't think I actually listened, but I did.
I am grateful to see my teachings were not lost on you after all. But you have still much to learn.
I hope you haven't made dinner plans, because you won't be leaving here alive.
I'll take him. You must reach the control room and release our Autobot brothers.
What about not separating?
We do not have time to discuss hypocritical orders.
I'll kill you for that!
No, you won't.
You thought you could steal from me?
Yeah, I knew it was a bad idea.
A fatal one.
Optimus Prime? We knew you wouldn't abandon us.
Rodimus, the Autobots are free. Get back here now!
You led to my downfall 5 years ago. Allow me to repay you. Ease off. I want him.
Yes, Master.
Soundwave, seal off the prison.
Optimus, get out of here!
Get out of here now! Megatron and the Governors are here. They're not gonna let you leave. Go, now, please!
Rodimus?
That was my kill! Hello, Pride. And what am I to do with you, Shockwave?
Because of your idiotic, illogical desires. My prison, which I have held intact since its construction, was just robbed. My property robbed, and my record tarnished. Because you were distracted by revenge against the weaker Prime.
I would think on your next words very carefully.
Do you want to know what I think? I think saving your life was a waste of energy.
It takes a lot for Shockwave to lose his temper. Or show any emotion for that matter. See to it that he is contained until he cools down. I do not wish to lose my chief scientific engineer. However, his outburst has given me a diabolical idea.
What's that, Prime?
This is the matrix of leadership. Or rather, it was. Now it's just a shell. I expended its energy to defeat Unicron.
Oh, Unicron. Nasty stuff there. Glad he's dead. You did good, boss.
I apologize, soldier. I don't recall your name.
That'd be because we never met. I'm Hot Rod. I was just brought online. Today, actually. Perceptor, Wheeljack, Ratchet, all of those smart bots have been working to replenish the ranks, and ta-da! You got me.
You have potential, Hot Rod, and I sense that you possess a truly good spark. If you would be willing, I would be willing to teach you.
Teach me what?
Everything on how to be a Prime. Today, we lost Rodimus Prime. Tomorrow, the Decepticons will lose everything.
What do you mean, Optimus?
We will kill them all.
Still waiting on that last cargo transport?
Yeah, I can't believe it's this late.
That's what they get for automating the slagging things.
Finally.
Want a hand unloading it?
No, I can wait till tomorrow. I'm hitting Mac Adams before last call.
Laserbeak, report. Operation Liberation.
Decepticon! Help! Somebody help! Get it off of me! Get it off of me! Get it off!
Hey there! You probably don't know this, but this weapon is so dangerous! It's been categorized as contraband by the Iacon Ministry of Science. But off the record, if you even try to hold this thing, it could literally melt your processor. Nuclear reactors are a tricky mistress.
Foolish propaganda.
Oh, I forgot to mention. On the offhand you ignore my expertise, 1,000 of Iacon's finest peace officers will be alerted to your position. Good luck.
Laserbeak, return.
Halt!
Foolish Autobots, brace for extinction. System compromised. Activate contingency.
Mighty Megatron, when will you cease this gladiatorial campaign? There is only so much damage your form can take.
Shockwave! I've come to find that your scientific mind has yet one disadvantage. You lack emotion.
I deem emotion as a weakness.
On the contrary, emotion is but the greatest of strengths when used properly.
Noted, but I do not understand how this relates to combat.
When I step into the pits of Kaon, when I brandish my Energon mace, when I beat the living spark out of each and every opponent, it stirs something within the oppressed. It awakens their tendency to rebel. And when I am victorious, they have no choice but to follow my lead. This campaign, you critique, is the beginning of something much, much greater.
If you say so.
Welcome back, Soundwave. I understand that you made a scene tonight.
Unforeseen invented, complicated the mission.
Even so, you made a fool of the Autobot militia. Well done. Now, the weapon.
I hope that cannon was worth the effort.
Yes, Shockwave, it was! This cannon is everything.
The Autobots were fools to develop a weapon of this caliber and then deem it too dangerous for their own use.
Armed with this, all who oppose me shall be eviscerated!
Release me, Megatron!
I'm tempted, and you would no doubt meet your end by my fusion cannon. And I can't have that. Not yet, at least.
I think you seriously underestimate me.
I do not wish to fight, Shockwave. I wish to make amends. I have envisioned a way for me to further my advance against the Autobots, while providing you an outlet for all this raw emotion you are carrying. I just require your scientific expertise to see it come to fruition.
What? How can all this be achieved?
I've never seen Optimus like this.
He and Rodimus were close. He practically trained Rodimus back when he was just a punk rookie.
Whatever's going through his mind, it can't be good.
You weren't there.
Rodimus finally did something right as a Prime, and we all heard him die knowing there was nothing we could do.
It's no argument. Rodimus wasn't exactly the best Prime, but he never put anything before the cause. He deserved better.
Made worse by the fact we couldn't even recover his remains.
We need to get his body back.
Well, why don't we?
Why don't we what?
Let's go get his body back. That might help Optimus.
I agree. We all served with Rodimus on Cybertron before we all were captured. We owe it to our commanding officer to recover his body for a proper burial.
Okay, hold up. Let me get this straight. Your plan is that we barge into Caelus prison again when we just escaped that place.
Megatron is so pompous. He would have moved it for public display.
So, we'd be stealing it in public view? Because that plan is so much better.
I'll ask around, see if anyone would like to tag along.
So we're actually doing this? I can't believe we're actually doing this.
You like complaining, don't you, Sixgun?
Both of yous better hush up now. We're in enemy territory.
Look alive, boys. 12 o'clock.
It says his body is being kept as a trophy in the Coliseum.
And that's where we're going.
Yes, we are.
Copy that.
Take a look at those guards. I got something for them.
No, if you fire that, all of Caelus will know we're here.
You're right. I'm bored. This drone work. Why are we forced to reduce ourselves to drone work?
Because Megatron fears me and is keeping me from any position of authority.
I believe we are, how they say, in the same boat.
We are in no way, how you say, in the same boat. I have proven that I could rule Cybertron without Megatron, and without you.
Need I remind you who the superior warrior amongst is?
When we last battled, I was holding back.
Is this really happening?
Hound, capture this footage and transmit it to Autobot HQ.
I gave you a simple task. Guard a corpse. And instead, you disappoint me with your meager squabble! You idiots!
Apologies, Lord Megatron. Shockwave insisted that I join him in a mutiny against you. That he would in fact rule Cybertron better than you.
Is that so, Shockwave?
Starscream, Walla Putz.
is not lying. I can and will rule Cybertron with a firmer grasp over its people, contrary to you.
I am always welcome to a challenge, but I should warn you, if this is the path you wish to travel, it is a fatal one.
Fatal for you, Megatron.
You could not defeat Starscream. What makes you think this outcome will be any different?
As I informed Starscream, I was holding back then, and will do so no longer. Engage battle armor. Surrender, Megatron. Resistance is illogical.
I can't believe this is happening.
This is great.
Made even better by the fact that this is broadcasting live to Autobot HQ.
But then Prime will know we're here. Won't we be in trouble?
I think he'll forgive us after gathering this intel.
This could be my best opportunity at taking out Megatron once and for all.
Starscream! You traitor!
Get out of the way!
How dare you disrespect me?
Starscream, you fool! You're ruining everything!
Hold still, Starscream!
You must think me a fool.
This is getting interesting.
Try not to stick around too long.
Who do we root for?
Starscream, probably. Out of all of them, he's the one easiest for us to defeat.
Sound logic indeed.
I hope he has what it takes then.
I must admit, I'm impressed, Shockwave. I never would have expected you to be this much of a challenge.
Of course not. You merely fell for the facade of a mad scientist who only sees things as illogical and not realizing I have been slowly preparing for this moment. Training, upgrades, weapons development, strategizing. It's actually rather illogical you never caught on.
A mistake that I shall never make again.
You won't have the chance to.
So populous, Megatron. Always so focused on what was in front of you, but never protecting from someone stabbing you in the back. Megatron's fusion cannon. I now hold the most powerful weapon in the universe. Bow.
Never.
Bow before me, Shockwave. Final warning.
I would rather die.
They did it. They destroyed themselves.
Hurry, we need to get Rodimus's body and get out of here.
I can't believe they did this.
As I expected, projecting our scripted battle from our very minds using the cortical psychic patch so no actual damage would come to us. Explosive charges set in key places to simulate battle realism. Live dialogue provided, again via the cortical psychic patch. No bot could have seen through the charade.
I must say, using Rodimus's corpse as bait on a display to lure the Autobots was a clever idea, Starscream.
As Shockwave would say, it was only logical the Autobots would perform such a foolish act for a lifeless body.
This behavior is illogical, but predictable of the Autobots.
Yes, and now they believe the Decepticon hierarchy is dead. They believe they have won this war. Optimus Prime will not be prepared when we crush them underfoot of our mighty siege. This war will be over soon, and we will be the ones who win it.